One. Thank you.
Hi, it's been a while since I've done a video, and I had someone reach out to me and ask a question. She wanted to know, she says, I've been following your videos and I really want to know, what do you suggest we do? What are some things you would like to suggest? And so I'd kind of like to start to address that today. One of the things I want to acknowledge is that I know everybody's going through this at a different level, and that's not a bad thing. As humanity, we are changing. We are going to change. Nothing is going back to what it was. And if you're still in that mode, this is not the video for you. We are going to change, and we are going to change drastically as the year progresses. We are in 2024. This is March 1st of 2024. I'm sure you've already realized how much things are escalating on this planet. If you're not, then you're just trying to remain clueless, and that's okay. That's fine. But those of you that are picking up on how quickly this is changing, and you're not as prepared psychologically as I am, or you're not prepared in lots of ways, I'm going to try and start to address that. So one of the things that we've been dealing with a lot here, and that's why I haven't been able to do videos, is we've been dealing with a lot of people leaving the planet. They're passing on. And I tell every one of my customers when I deal with this that I believe that the people who are leaving their bodies at this time and to enter the spiritual realm are doing so to help us that remain move forward and meet our purpose. Why are we really here? So that's for you to decide. I can't tell you that. That's not anybody's place to tell you that. You came here to figure that out. But I would like to point out some things, the real common things that maybe you're not aware of. So, for example, I think death, dying, and grief are really purposely mishandled in our culture. You're taught to be afraid of death. You're taught like you have no say in things. And I think little by little that's changing. But I would just like to remind you that how we assign thoughts to things definitely controls our future and the paths that we take. So if you look at death as a tunnel, like not death, but grief, the process of grieving, if you look at that as a tunnel instead of a cave, then you know you're sending a message to your brain and your body, we will get through this. Because you can get through a tunnel. You can't get through a cave. A cave stops you and encapsulates you. And you're stuck in it unless you go backwards, and backwards doesn't work with grief. You got to work through it. So as a culture, as a society, and as an individual, you're going to go through many stages of grief as we move forward through history, because history is going to change. It's going to change in ways that's unpredictable. So as we go through that, it's going to be important that you assign ideas to what you want to happen. So for example, you will assign concepts to everything you experience, good, bad, otherwise. But if you know to do that in a positive way, whenever possible, you'll get better and better, faster and faster at that. So for example, your brain does not know if something is a problem or not. It's experiencing things. It's assessing these things, and then it puts like basically a label on it, problem or not. The difference between a positive thought process and a negative thought process and how it moves you forward is that, like, if I say to myself, this is a situation I'm experiencing and I'm capable of processing it, that's totally different than if right away I say I have a problem. I have a situation I'm experiencing versus I have a problem is a perfect example. So that's going to be the first thing I suggest this particular time. So to my dear friend Jamie, I am sending you that as a first lifeline, if you will, to all of you, that you either decide to look at life in a more positive way, and I'm not talking Susie Sunshine, fakey jakey type stuff. Just really think about how you take in the information and what you decide to do with it. Because how you feel about it is going to determine how you move forward with each next action. So if you can remain calm, if you can remain in that divine neutral that I talked about way back in another video, you're going to be okay, because you're going to see it for what it really is, and you're going to move forward in a positive way despite all the chaos. I trust that you can do this, and I thank you for your time.